One of the fastest, most exhilarating sports is not on wheels. No, it's in the air. The Drone Racing League. It's back for another season of tight turns, blazing fast straightaways, and three-dimensional race courses you could only dream of just a few years ago. Here to get us ready for the action is the man who's reached the podium twice, Nick Wild Willie Willard. There's a lot of wild willies and wee noises going on there. Nick, what's going on, buddy?
Nothing much. How are you doing today?
Really, really good. I'm so obsessed with DRL because I remember when it first launched. It launched right here in Vegas to a certain extent. It was amazing, and congratulations on all the success. Let's first of all talk about the DRL and what it is.
Yeah, so the Drone Racing League is the only professional drone racing circuit in the world, and there are 18 pilots in the season. And we travel all around the world to very iconic venues and race these, amazing 3D courses with the drone that you see right here. We actually flew this year in Las Vegas through the Adventure Dome.
I noticed.
That was one of the craziest courses I've ever had to fly.
Yes, and it really, I have to ask, how do you not get a panic attack? You get these goggles on, you're seeing the first-person view of these things, and all of a sudden you're about to crash into a coaster. I'd be freaking out. I know how I react in VR.
Oh,
that would be nuts.
Yeah, I definitely freaked out a couple times there. Yeah, you never get over that.
How did you get to drones in the first place?
So I started drones about 3 to 4 years ago. I took a summer internship at a UAV lab in Lexington, Kentucky at the University of Kentucky. We did a bunch of research, fixed wing RC plane stuff. And that really got me into doing RC planes, RC modeling stuff. And I did that for about a year, and I started seeing videos on YouTube emerging of people racing these drones through the forest and stuff, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Yeah. And so, I went online, I got a racing drone, and I've just been obsessed and living and breathing it ever since then.
These are not, by the way, your cute little camera drones that go up and get nice little pretty vistas. These are supercharged little suckers. These things can fly. How fast do they go?
These ones do about 80 miles an hour, but DRL actually has a drone with the world record of, I think, 180, 190 miles an hour.
No
So
way.
they are definitely very, very fast.
That's crazy. And I mean, you have to have a lot of these during these races because, frankly, you finish by crashing full speed into a net. So it's there's no safe landings, I think, ever on these things, are there?
No, every time that it hits something, probably something breaks. But DRL brings about 600 or so drones to every single event, all completely identical. And so they, keep the pilots up to date with a bunch of drones. There's more drones than we could possibly break in a weekend.
And you make sure that each one is standardized. That way, truly, the winner is the winner, and they're not just in a souped-up vehicle.
Exactly. It's all completely stock. Every drone is exactly the same.
I love what Cox is up to, by the way. Cox Communications, of course, a cable provider here in town. But not only are they advertising in video game leagues now, but they're also, you just got a huge corporate sponsorship with Cox. This is huge. You're going to be in some ads soon. How did this all come about?
I did. It's awesome. I love being the Cox pilot for this season. It's just such a no-brainer partnership. I fly fast drones. They have awesome fast internet. They have gigabit internet speeds in all their markets. They have panoramic Wi-Fi. You reach every nook and cranny of your house. We're all about having great connectivity with the drone racing stuff. It just makes sense.
Absolutely, you need some of that. You need some of that panoramic Wi-Fi to control your drone during the races. Nick, it's a pleasure, my friend. Thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck this season.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, catch the action of the next season of the Drone Racing League. It returns on ESPN September 6th. This is really exciting. You want to learn more, you go to thedroneracingleague.com. Cox Communications, a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend.